Field getting ready for second half action here very shortly. Third game of the season, Bethlehem Eagles and Corbin Redhounds. And at halftime, Redhounds up 17-0. We're going to take a quick look here at some stats that we have at halftime. And as far as first downs go, Bethlehem has 3, Corbin has 13. Rushing yards, 15 for 25 yards for Bethlehem and 21 for 101 yards for the Redhounds. Passing yards, 13 for Bethlehem and 97 for Corbin. And total offense, plays and yards, we have 22 plays for 38 yards for Bethlehem, and Corbin had 36 plays for 198 yards. And that's the offensive stats for the first half. Looking at the Redhounds as far as rushing yards, Corey Sewell led the way with 76 yards of the 101 yards rushing for the Redhounds. And passing yards on the receptions, Rob Maiden had 2 for 52 yards, and Sanders had 2 for 27, and Wagers had 2 for 24. So the big thing that jumps out at me is you have not a big variance in the number of plays which were run, as the Redhounds had only 6 more plays offensively, but they pile up 198 yards compared to 38 yards for Bethlehem. So the Redhound defense is doing a good job of containing Bethlehem, and Redhound's offense is moving the ball. Score is 17-0. Scoring went like this at 4:06 in the first quarter. Mike Campbell had a 1-yard run, and Jordan Wagers had the kick to make it 7-0. It's 12-play, 59-yard drive. In the second quarter, 5:57 on the clock. Mike Campbell, a 2-yard run. Jordan Wagers the kick. 13 plays, 89 yards. 14-0 Redhounds. And then Jordan Wagers closed out the scoring in the first half. 1:09 on the clock. He had a 30-yard field goal. That was a 6-play, 56-yard drive for the Redhounds. So all in all, I think it was a good first half for the Redhounds. But I believe we probably would like to see the Redhounds offense open up a little more, put a few more points on the board, and continue good, consistent play from the defense. I'm Randy McCard, joined by Mike Goforth, and Steve Olson's the third member of our team. The Redhounds are taking the field. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the kickoff.
Well, Bethlehem to kick off the Corbin to start the second half, Randy. Corbin's looking good, and they need to finish this out strong, build momentum for our next ball game.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. We've got another big ball game next week. That'll be a huge game, big rivalry game against Southwall. That'll be on the road, and of course, the Cardinals have beat us, I think, 3 years in a row. So this group of seniors for the Redhounds will want to win that game. That'll be one that they've got circled. And I think we need to see our offense. I'd like to see them put some more points on board, because that Southwall team will probably put some points on board.
Yeah, I think Ricky Bowling, their quarterback, is a good, effective quarterback. If I recall, they beat us by 1 point last year. Well, here we are, ready for the kick. Looks like Rob Maiden and Corey Sewell back deep for Corbin. For Blake Stanley to kick. Good deep kick there to Maiden. He started out, Randy, at the 11. Looks like he got up close to the 27-yard line, it looks like.
Nice return there. Not bad field position for the Redhounds to start out, Mike.
He had to run all the way across the field there. He probably ran 40 yards.
Yeah.
To get the gain he got there with the ball.
The Bethlehem defense, Mike, they had a little fire in them there at the end of the first half. We'll see what they do with the Redhounds here.
And they've got some talent there. Cashin's up under center. Looks like Rob Maiden wide right. Caleb Watkins went in motion. Is that Fritz with the ball, Randy?
Looked like Ryan Fritz. Of course, Josh Sanders, we missed the one.
Sanders? My bad. I thought it was Ryan Fritz.
You know, Ryan Fritz had a big game last week, Mike, and in the stats here, he only had about 5 yards rushing in the first half. So just shows you, as I was looking at the stats there, so many weapons on this team.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of talented young men out there. Watkins in motion. Fritz gets the give. Up the middle, good carry.
Watch out, he could go.
To about the 47, 48-yard line. He goes into Bethlehem territory. First down run there.
Well, just as we were saying that Ryan Fritz last week had the big game, he breaks a big one there.
That's about a 20-yard run for Ryan Fritz.
I tell you, Mike, I like all of our kids, but I really like Ryan Fritz carrying the ball. He does a good job.
We've had the privilege of watching him through the middle school years and on up here into the varsity level. 20 Maiden, wide right. Caleb Watkins in motion. He gives up the middle. Sanders with the ball.
Well, Mike, I'll tell you, the Redhounds come right out here, and that offensive line's asserting itself right now. They're opening up some big holes.
We're down to about the 34.5-yard line.
Stop by number 44, Cameron Wilson, but not before another Redhound first down.
Corbin wants to add to the 17-point lead. Let's see what they can do here.
Of course, you got Taz as the center there, and you got Jesse Hayden, Sean Nolan on this right side. Over on the left, you got Nance and Taylor on the O-line, and they're doing a good job right now.
It gives to Fritz.
Watch out.
Number 8, Ryan Fritz.
Looks like he's to about the 25-yard line.
Track down by number 5. Goes
The Redhounds have come out, Mike, in their pace. They've picked up their pace.
They're really moving, and it's like second and about 1. So nobody goes wide. We're all in tight there. 3 backs in the backfield.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
First down yardage and more.
Nice run right there.
over the right side.
About the 5.5-yard line is where they're going to put it down. First and goal for Corbin.
Track down by number 7.
But again, Mike, I have to say, the offensive line is just blowing them off the ball, and they're opening up some big holes, giving them lots of room to run out there. And I tell you, this Redhound team right now looks like they got fire under them.
Moving very well, fine-tuned at this point. Sanders, Watkins, Fritz in the backfield. Sanders with the ball.
He's going to go in for 6.
That makes it 23-0. The extra point to come up. Wagers is coming in to kick.
Hey, Mike, that was an impressive drive right there by the Redhounds. That's what we've been wanting to see.
Powerful.
Number 20, Rob Mason with the hold.
So with 9:03 on the clock, we're at 23-0. Maiden to hold. Well, they say it's good. 24-0. Corbin leads with 9:03 here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and come right back for the Corbin kickoff. We're going to tee it up at the 40 for the kickoff here. Wagers to kick for Corbin.
Tell you something I liked about that drive too, Mike. We've seen some of Josh Sanders, and we've seen Ryan Fritz, 2 different backs that that's a good balance as far as distributing the ball on that series.
Good kick there. Taking it about the 14. That's number 4, Blake Stanley with the ball.
Nice return there.
He's up a little across the 40, it looks like. Let's see where they mark it. Maybe the 45. 45.5-yard line, 1st and 10 Bethlehem. So we've got good field position starting out. That might have been a case where the kick outstripped the coverage there. And off to 7, Jonathan Downs. Good defense, Randy.
That's outstanding. And on that first play right there, it looks like I see the same kind of intensity that we've seen in the offensive drive. And I'm wondering what the coaches said in the locker room at halftime.
I understand Sean Nolan had the tackle or was in on the tackle there.
This Redhound football team looks a little different so far than the one we've seen in the first half.
Yeah, we've kept the intensity right there and maybe turned it up a notch. Second and 11. Number 5, Hayden, takes the ball for Bethlehem. He's close to a first down. He was lucky to hold on to the ball. It hit him in the hands, bounced loose, and then he pulled it in.
He had tremendous focus on what he was doing there as he pulled that ball in. Josh Sanders and C.J. Crawford, I believe, in on the tackle.
They moved the sticks. First and 10 from about the 43.5-yard line for Bethlehem. They're in Corbin territory. Down to 7:40 on the clock now, third quarter. Handed the ball off twice there, a little trickery. Before Stanley wound up with the ball, he gets about 2 or 3 yards.
Number 4, Stanley.
18 Sanders in on that tackle.
Daniel Nance also in there with him, Mike.
Second and about 8. Yeah, they split the field here. They've got receivers left and right. Greenwell's looking to pass to the right. Threw it into the ground, incomplete. Looks like 7, Lance Freeman on defense there for Corbin. Throw was a little low. Third and about 8.
Brings up third down. And 8.
I like what I'm seeing right now, Mike. This Corbin team, as I said earlier, it does look like it's the intensity is cranked up here in the second half. And so far, I don't see a letdown.
Shotgun formation. Receivers left and right. Nobody in the backfield with a quarterback, but Stanley's looking that way. He goes out, though.
He's getting pressure, and he's going down. Number 72, Casey Creech.
Number 72, Casey Creech. With the quarterback back.
All the way back to about the 48.5-yard line. Going to bring up fourth and about 14.
Brings up fourth down, 15.
So that Corbin Redhound defense playing stout right now.
They're in punt formation.
I'd be watching for a fake here.
Pretty good punt away. It's toward Rob Maiden. He's got it in the 20. Takes the handoff to Sewell, keeps it.
Watch out, he could go here. He's got one man down there. He can get a block, he's got it. Watch out, he's gonna take it. Oh!
Number 5, Joseph Hayden with the save and tackle. Rob Maiden made a great run back there, had to cut all the way across the field and found the daylight there. Great run.
What a great run he made right there. I was ready to give him 6, but number 5 trips him up at the last minute.
25-yard line, Corbin first and 10.
Timeout.
Leading 24-0. There's timeout on the field, and we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back to action. Corbin's got first and 10 deep in Bethlehem territory after that big run back by Maiden.
I tell you, Mike, I was just thinking, I think that coach, that was a good timeout. He's trying to put a fire out here. Let's see if he was successful.
Cashin looking to pass.
He's got his man down there.
It looks like Rob Maiden.
Rob Maiden, it was, Mike. He had his man down there.
Makes it 30-0 with the extra point attempt upcoming. With 5:50 on the clock in the third quarter.
Well, I like what I'm seeing out of this Redhound team here in the second half, Mike.
Excellent effort. Jordan Wagers to kick.
I like what we've been seeing from Jordan Wagers kicking the ball, too. He does a good job kicking off, and he's nailing these extra points.
And the man that caught the touchdown pass, 20, Rob Maiden, to hold the extra point. Looks good. They say it's good. So 31-0. Corbin leads here in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we're back for the kickoff. Randy, Corbin looking really strong.
Yeah, they are, Mike. They came out with some intensity here in this second half. Offensively, we've seen them take it right down the field and score. And defensively, they had same intensity. And I just really like what I see. Looks like this team is progressing.
Wagers to kick. Another good. Well, this is a little lower. Number 7, Downs, has it for Bethlehem. Brought down at about the 17.5-yard line. I see 42, Caleb Watkins, 7, Lance Freeman. 1 or 2 others were in on that tackle. 55, Colton Hansen. So 5:43 on the clock. Bethlehem taking over 1st and 10. They're down by 31 points. Looks like the defense is getting coordinated there, waiting for the snap. Incomplete. Boom. Well, it was off the hands of number 7. Number 4, Sewell for Corbin, made a contact there with the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Corbin defense really disrupted that play. The receiver there, intended receiver, he probably saw all the defenders. That may be why he didn't make a little better effort to pull that in. Reverse. Stanley with the ball.
Nice play by Lance Freeman. He stayed at home and makes the play.
Gonna bring up 3rd down. Looks like 3rd and about, 9.5 or so to go?
Number 4, Corey Sewell, and number 7, Lance Freeman.
That one mention here real quick, Mike. We was talking about the middle school. Of course, the 8th grade team's undefeated, beat South Laurel last night 40-0, and I'd like to invite all of our fans to come watch the middle school football when they have the chance.
Yeah, they have 2 excellent squads there. Head coach Brent Jackson in the 8th grade and head coach Wendell Foley in the 7th grade doing a good job, really good job.
Number 15, Travis Greenwald, pass, holds me complete.
So incomplete pass, 4th and about 9.5 or 10 to go.
Redhound's going to get excellent field position again, looks like.
I doubt we'd see Bethlehem fake this deep in their own territory, but when they're down 31-0, who knows?
Well, Steve Olson mentioned Hal Mummy earlier. He might do something like that. I don't know if this coach will.
I wouldn't recommend it to him, but if he wants to try, let's see. Timeout. Looks like Bethlehem calls a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. Be right back. We're back for the 4th down play. Bethlehem in punt formation. Line of scrimmage, the 18-yard line. Looks like number 4, Sewell. 20, Rob Maiden. Back deep for Corbin. Sewell's going to get this one. He takes the handoff. He keeps it. Uh-oh.
Still on his feet.
He got to about the 34, 35-yard line. Good run back.
I like the effort I saw right there, number 9. We had C.J. Crawford on the punt. He was going for the block and went head over heels over a blocker down there trying to get to the punt. So the Redhound's giving a good effort, good strong effort tonight.
And got excellent field position here starting this possession. I think we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Bethlehem graduated 13 seniors, I understand, but They've got good talent here, but Corbin's playing excellent ball tonight. Is that Campbell up the middle?
That's Campbell driving up the middle, and he should have first down.
He's close to it. They marked him back about a half yard where perhaps his knee went down. Second and about one or a half yard. We're down to 4 minutes, 10 seconds now in the third quarter. Campbell with the ball.
Watch out.
To about the 18-yard line. That'll be a first down.
He comes up hobbling just a little bit.
Looks like he's favoring the left ankle or knee. Probably the ankle. Maybe one is going to try to walk off. They haven't taken him out. But he is limping. I got hit in the thigh, too. Well, we're in tight. Nobody wide left or right. First and 10. Ball at about the 14-yard line.
Caleb Watkins on the carry, and he's going to go in for the touchdown, I think. Oh, just short.
He really put forth great effort there. He had a full head of steam up, and he was a determined man heading for the end zone.
Down to the 6-inch line.
So Corbin will have it. First and goal, looks like.
Mike, the Bethlehem team, good team, and they've put up great effort themselves, but I think they're getting a little tired out there, the defense.
Corbin has wore them down with a great effort by Corbin. Handoff up the middle. They're going to say it's a little short. It looked like 35. C.J. Light on the pickup.
That's what it looked like
I had
to
a hard
me.
time picking
He
up
is
the
in
run.
the game.
Brings up second down.
I haven't seen C.J. run the ball tonight. He's pretty well distributed things, so I guess it's time to get him in there. Now I see Campbell, I see Watkins, and I see Light in the backfield. They give again to Light. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Redhounds.
TJ Light.
Well, that makes it 37-0. The extra point attempt upcoming with 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you, Mike, you know, of course, we don't want to embarrass anybody, and Steve and I talked at the middle school game last night about this, but you have to play football. And I think that this kind of a game is going to help us down the road, give our offense a lot of confidence.
We're getting a player in late here. Let's see if we can get him in on time. We're set. Wagers to kick. Looks good again. 38-0. Corbin leading here in the third quarter. We'll take a break and be back for the Corbin kickoff in just a minute. We're back for the kickoff. 2 Wagers to kick off for Corbin. Big lead here, Randy, 38-0.
Yeah, Bethlehem's put up a good fight here. I mean, they've got a good team. They're just outmanned here tonight by the Redhounds, and we're glad to say that. Redhounds look real good tonight.
From what I can tell, looks like Bethlehem's a school with about 320 to 340 students from what I saw on the internet. And that's a single-A school. Corbin, quite a bit bigger. That's a 2A school.
And the fact that they've graduated 13 seniors, so they are in a rebuilding process.
We've kicked it to Blake Stanley again. Let's see what he does this time. He's a good runner, big boy. He's up to about the 40-yard line. I see number 30 in there for Corbin on the tackle, Ryan Perry.
Brought down by number 26, Matthew Saylor.
And they also are saying, I saw number 30, Ryan Perry, who's a senior member of the team, get up from that tackle.
Brent Simons and Michael Hinkle are in there on the line with Casey Creech and Dakota Taylor now along that defensive line as Coach Jewell begins to make some substitutions.
Little loss on the play. Good defense.
Ryan Perry and
Ryan Perry behind the line of scrimmage.
Brent Simons, I believe, in on that tackle.
Ryan's 5'9", 165-pound senior.
Colton Hanson and C.J. Crawford at your corners. And that's Lance Freeman and Jordan Wagers back there.
Blake Stanley with the ball again for Bethlehem. And just a little bit of positive yardage, but I think he's still short of the first by about 2.5, 3 yards.
Rick Butter Simon.
Good to see Dakota Taylor back out on the field tonight.
I think he had an injury earlier this year, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't dress last week. Talked to his dad earlier tonight, and he said he was good to go, and he's been out there doing a good job tonight.
Got a reverse. Blake Stanley to the ball.
Watch out. He's going in the middle. He could go.
I don't see any penalty flags on the field, so a big touchdown run there. Close to 50-yard run there, Randy.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I can't feel bad about that from a standpoint of I hear these fans down in front of us, which are moms and dads, made a long trip, and you know, I'm glad to see them score. They drove a long way to see something positive. The Redhounds still have this one in hand.
Number 9, Will Gentry to attempt the extra point for Bethlehem.
The Redhounds, of course, have made substitutions, and we've got some kids in there that normally aren't.
Penalty flag. Let's see if somebody's across the line.
Penalty marker.
They're pointing at Corbin, I think.
Might be an illegal substitution, perhaps.
They didn't get somebody off in time. Well, that's not going to make much difference here. You can move the ball, what, a half a yard to a yard.
Right.
.114 remaining in the third quarter. I think they're bringing the kicker off. Then they're going to line up and try two now that they've moved the ball a little closer on that penalty.
Yeah, I believe they are.
2 points.
38-6 is the score.
So 15, Greenwell, the quarterback for Bethlehem's back in. He's got 4 Blake Stanley just to his left. He gets the ball. He shoots in there. 2-point conversion. 38-8, Randy. We'll take a quick break and come back for the kickoff. Well, Randy, you look for an onside kick here. Bethlehem scores, gets a 2-point conversion. They're calling 30 points here with 1:14 in the third. Maybe we're going to see an onside. Let's see.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit, Mike, because we've already seen them fake a punt and get a first down out of it in the first quarter. So with them down by 30 points, I would expect it right here.
They're ready to kick. There's the whistle. Kick will come through, I'm surprised.
I am too.
26, Matthew Taylor, I believe, brings that ball back, Randy.
That is Matthew Taylor. He's a freshman. And that's a nice little return.
I see Lance Freeman, number 7, coming in at quarterback now.
Well, Matthew Taylor takes his place in the huddle. So we're going to see some substitutions here.
Fritz goes off, Wagers goes off, Caleb Watkins goes off. 23 in the backfield.
Timeout.
No, 22, I'm sorry. Ryan Amberger, C.J. Light, and Matthew Taylor, they're going to be in the backfield. Well, during the timeout, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, I like that one. 1st and 10, Corbin. Line of scrimmage, 35-yard line. Late in the 3rd quarter. And quick under center. He gives to Matthew Taylor. Short yardage there.
I like the fact that we're getting some young kids in there, Mike, but
2nd and 9.
I might like to wait a little bit before I started doing that myself, but
Well, we're late in the 3rd quarter.
I'm not the coach and wouldn't want to be.
Take that ball, guys. Let's go. There you go.
22, Amberger on the carry there.
Yeah, looked like Ambergy.
And roughly no gain.
The reason I said that, Mike, is because just what's happening right here. Now, we may break a big one here, but if we're not able to move this ball, we give them the ball back in good field position, perhaps, and they've got the type of offense. They can put some points on the board quick.
We're going to let the clock run on out and finish up the 3rd quarter here. We're not going to have to snap the ball. So the 3rd quarter is going to end with Corbin leading by 30 points, 38-8. We'll take a break during the break here, and we'll be right back.
All right, we're back to 4th quarter action here, Steve. Redhounds have the ball, 3rd down, and about
Here we go.
9. Hand off goes. I believe that was Matthew Taylor, I believe.
Good for the 3-yard.
On the carry.
You know, we were talking about this a little bit during the break here. I like the fact that he's giving some of these kids a little playing time here. But you know what's interesting is all them fans from Bethlehem, they're getting all fired up here. But realistically, they're playing a lot of young kids right now. Give them the good game experience. Get them in a little bit of a pressure situation against a bigger team.
I guess, Steve, if I'd have drove that far, I'd have been happy for anything.
You got to find something to get fired up about. I agree.
Well, it's 4th down now, and the ball's on about the 40-yard line. Redhound territory. A lot of confusion. It's going to be a delay of game against the Redhounds. And that's what happens when you get to running a lot of kids in there. It's not been playing the younger kids. And you've got some confusion.
You give the kids an opportunity to work the kinks out.
So that puts the ball back just the other side of the 35. Still 4th down. I believe it's Clint cashing in there to kick the ball away. And nice punt. Drives the receiver back. That's Stanley. He takes a Corbin bounce, and they're going to pin him back there deep.
Excellent
inside
punt.
the 10-yard line. So Bethlehem will take over there, 1st and 10, deep in their own end of the field. 10:58 left in the game. 38-8 is the score. Redhounds on top.
Another thing too, Randy, what you're looking at here is you got 38-8. Pretty much this game is in the books right now as a Corbin win. We got a big game coming up next week. And what you don't want to do is get any of your key players hurt. And it's a good opportunity to get these younger kids playing. You don't want to have some kind of a freak injury to one of your key players going into next week's game, because it's going to be a big one.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
And you and I are going to be there.
You better believe that now. We're going to be there with the best in the house, I hope.
We are.
So Bethlehem starts to work. 1st and 10, they're down. Pitch out to Stanley. He's got some room out there. Watch out! Watch out! He's got some room. That's C.J. Across the 50 to the 49. So, into Redhound territory, they go across the 45. Almost 44-yard line of the Redhounds, where it would be 1st and 10.
I guess the coaches said right there, boys, you want to stay and play, make the plays.
That's exactly it.
And they probably looked across the field there and saw that they're not playing their second string either. So they're going to put back the first grade.
And there is the difference.
Definite. I want to know who he was throwing that ball to there.
I don't know. I didn't see a receiver anywhere in the area. Nance, Creech, Nolan, Michael Campbell up there on the defensive line now. It's a little bit different.
A little bit more on an even keel right now.
Second down and 10. Here comes the pressure. He's got it, but it's incomplete. So it's amazing what a difference that makes.
Well, you're just looking at, you got freshmen, a lot of freshmen and sophomores in there, against some of their seniors here. And there's a lot of difference in just physical ability, and mental ability, and experience right there. But still, on the other hand, they can say they were in a pretty good game here at Corbin, and they played when they were freshmen against Bethlehem, and they got in a couple snaps here, and that's a good thing to look back on.
Third down and 10 now for Bethlehem. 10 minutes left in this game. Reverse, watch out, there's Stanley. He's going inside the 30 with the first down. So they've got some momentum. They've picked up a little momentum.
We've talked about this a little bit before, you get a big lead like that, and just to capitalize on the mistakes that Bethlehem made, constantly doing that. I think Corbin has done that. They've played an excellent game, but to keep it going up, it's awful hard to get high school kids to keep doing that when you got the game in the bag. It's awful tough to do that.
I agree with you. He works out a shotgun. Got 3 right, 2 left, 1 comes in motion. That's Stanley.
65 move there. They didn't catch it.
Watch out. Casey Creech coming in there. He completes it. That'll be a short gainer. So they bring up second down. Rob Maiden on the tackle.
There you go, guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's go, guys. Keep pushing.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 19-yard line. There's a snap. Fakes it. Goes left. He's got a man out there, and he's drilled as he receives the ball. Corey Sewell on the tackle.
There's definitely a more sense of urgency coming out of Bethlehem right now. Plays are a little quicker, a little more crisper. The quarterback's getting rid of the ball quicker. Now, if you're looking at the game film here in Bethlehem coaches, you're going to say, where were you in the first half?
Exactly. Yeah, they've waited a while to get the urgency. Too late, in fact. They've got a first down at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Get your block, guys. Get your block.
Picks up good yardage there. It's Josh.
Right now, I'm not going to say so much Corbin's having a letdown right now. Bethlehem's playing a lot better. They look a whole lot different offensively.
Well, I think it helped them getting that touchdown.
It did.
It gave them a little confidence, and they look more like the team we've seen in the first quarter.
The first 4 minutes.
So they've got second down, 1 to go for a first down. The ball's on the 9-yard line. They're threatening to score again with 7:50 left, 4th quarter. He's rolling right. He's looking. He's got a man out there, but it's intercepted.
Nice.
Rob Maiden.
Picked off in the end zone by number 20, Rob Maiden. Just for a touchback.
For a touchback that
Redhound
brings
will
it
take
up
over 1st and 10 for the
to the
20-yard
20-yard line.
Let's get it back.
Steve, and we can mention a lot of players. Rob Maiden's had a big game.
Rob Maiden's had a big game. That's a big old dark rain cloud on their campfire, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it. He's had the big return. He's had some catches, interception. Good game by Rob Maiden. So Lance Freeman will stay in as the quarterback.
I think that's a good move as a coach. Lance is a good athlete too.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we need him to get some experience when we can, just in case. That handoff goes to number 22. He's rode down after a short gainer. And is that Ambergy?
Yes, Ryan Amberg.
Brought down by number 63, Michael Kidwell.
So second down, and he we'll say a yard. Be generous.
Come on, defense. Your turn, guys. Make it happen.
Redhounds come to the line. Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the snap. Recovered by number 7, Lance
Freeman recovers the ball, falling on it. So it'll be third down now and
Those
about 11.
things are going to happen too. You get a different quarterback in there in a game situation like that, just getting used to the whole coordination, how the offense runs.
Yeah, well, you have to wonder how many snaps do you think he took in practice this week?
I don't think he took many.
I don't think he did. Hand off up the middle, and that'll go for short gain. Ryan Ambergy again on the carry.
Good for a 5-yard gain.
So it's going to be
Tackle now by number 40.
bringing up fourth down and about 5. 6 minutes now left in the fourth quarter. Redhounds 38, Eagles 8. Of course, Redhounds getting ready for a big game next week against South Florida.
All the way back, buddy. All the way back. See some blocking, guys.
Nice punt away by Cash.
Good hang time.
It hit number 31. Jimmy Lambden, I think, is who that is. I think that number 31, I think that ball hit him in that helmet
I think it did too.
running downfield. Well, you don't see that very often.
You don't. You'd have said that was a pretty good golf shot.
Yeah.
Speaking about the South Laurel game, starting Monday, the week will go by really fast because of the rivalry we're going to have and something to look forward to on a Friday night.
Oh, I'm very anxious for that game. I'm looking for some revenge. They've beat us 3 years in a row. And, Steve, of course, I told you last night, that's where I graduated from. It was Laurel County High School back then. And traditionally, Corbin has owned South Laurel till just very recently they've been able to play with us. And they've beat us the last 3 years. So I'm looking forward to the Redhounds making a statement and reminding them.
I agree. It's time, the changing of the guard in that situation.
Absolutely. So it'll be first down 10 now for the Eagles. Ball on the 40. 5:33 left, fourth quarter. There's snap, handoff, goes straight up the middle. And he's not got much running room as he'll be brought down. Number 30, that's Ryan Perry on the tackle. He had some help in there. Ryan Amberg, number 22, in on that tackle also. So we've got a mixture of some starters and some reserves out there on the field. Second down and got 7. Here's a handoff. That's Blake Stanley looking for someplace to go. Knocked out of bounds by number 9. I believe that's C.J. Crawford.
Brought down by number 9, C.J. Crawford.
He's still well short of the first down. Third down and about
Brings up
3.
third down and a long 3.
Now this defense right here is playing pretty good ball.
They are playing pretty good. They have the reserves in there that we've got. They're not giving up a big play, and I think that's what you want. You just don't want them to give up the big play. That pass is incomplete.
I think when they took him out there the last time and put the first string back in there, the coaches said, you're going back in there, we'll give you another chance to go in there, but now, boys, do what you know you can do, and they've stepped that up a notch.
Right.
They've done an excellent job here.
They have. They've done a good job.
The only way you get kids seasoned is you put them in situations like that with other teams, get them playing time, and they get the jitters out.
That's right. We've got 4th down and 3 now, ball on 33-yard line. 4:05 left here in the game.
Go, boys, let's do it. Let's go. Everybody block. Now you got to block.
Well, he's got 3 receivers left. He's got 2 right. Stands in the backfield by himself, the quarterback. He's operating out of shotgun. There's a snap. He's looking. Goes right. He's looking. He's still under it. And I think he'll pick up the first down.
I think he will. That's pretty good effort by the quarterback.
I know they'd like to put the ball in the end zone one more time.
They would. And I'm going to tell you the score. Corbin dominated this game, but the Bethlehem, they do not have any quit in them. My hat goes off to these coaches right here. They've done an excellent job with them. This is a young team here. We talked about the rebuilding they're doing right here. These kids ain't quitting. They hold their heads up. They've come out here and played a pretty good ball game against Corbin.
I agree with you, Steve. They stayed in this game when they could have folded. There's a handoff right up the middle. And
quite frankly, you're coming in here, you're looking at the ranking. I think Corbin is ranked number 6th in 2A. So you're looking at a real good ball team here across the state. So coming in here, you're getting beat 38-8. But I'll tell you, the score is not wholly indicative because they played them. Corbin didn't score at will pretty much until the second half when they opened it up a little bit.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I failed to mention that, and I want to make mention of that when we're ranked. We are ranked 6th in the state in AA football. And we like to see that. It's been a while since we've been up there. He's looking. He's got a man down there, but he's going to miss him. Threw a little bit behind him. So that's going to bring up 3rd down now.
He was open. It wasn't a real bad pass, but he had to thread it through there. Good coverage on that play.
Yeah, that's outstanding coverage down there. He had 3 defenders down there with him. Matthew Taylor.
I don't know how much coaches they look at rankings. I think it's more for us fans because we like to go around and talk around town how Corbin's ranked 6th.
Yeah.
I don't think coaches try to look at the rankings all that much because they got to get prepared week to week for each game.
Yeah, it surely doesn't mean much in the high school game.
And I know if I was a coach, I wouldn't be looking at if you stay in the middle of the pack all year, whether you're ranked number 1, number 2, number 3. It doesn't matter because you gotta get the job done come playoff time.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing I like about high school football. I wish that college football was set up similar to that.
Oh,
I'd like to see the playoffs.
I think you're in the majority on that, and I'm right there with you.
Settle it on the field. 2:10 left, 4th quarter. Redhounds up 38-8. There's a snap. 4th down play here. He's getting pressure, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete.
Redhounds take over on down.
Now that defense right there, they made a good stop.
They sure did.
They did a good job of stopping Bethlehem right there.
So that's got to be good for their confidence, the young kids. They made a stand. And
just as an aside here, speaking of college football a little bit, I think I know a few Michigan fans around the town here, and you talking about the rankings here, I have to agree with you. That kind of might end Michigan's season. I don't know if they can come from that, but, at least they're putting the record books. That game will never be forgotten. But, from a Michigan standpoint and the fans, what do they have left to play for? A second-rate bowl? Or maybe if some of them other teams lose, I don't know if there's a whole lot of parity. But right now there's a lot of discouragement. Whereas if you had a playoff system, you can come back and you can make up for it. And now you can't. And I'm all for a playoff system.
That's true. Yeah, your national championship hopes are gone. And the best thing we can hope for is beating Wisconsin and Ohio State and winning the Big Ten. Ball's on the ground.
Are you saying, Randy, you know a couple of Wisconsin fans around too?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I know some Buckeye fans too.
There you go, guys. Let's make it happen.
It's always a good time right here. We get to talk about some different things here when you have the Redhounds having such a convincing victory right here.
That's it, yeah. When they get this large lead like this, it does give us an opportunity to talk a little bit.
Next week's game, I think, there's a little silence over on this end of the field. I think next week's game is going to be rowdy on both sides. It should be a tremendous high school football atmosphere.
I'm sure that the Redhound faithful will turn out in expectation of a victory, and I believe we'll fill that place up.
Number 26, Matthew Taylor.
So we're going under 1 minute now left in this game. And the Redhounds are going to win this one.
Well, I'd like to say, Randy, as always, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing the broadcast with you. We have a good time with this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun watching the kids and talking to the parents and doing this. It's real enjoyable. And you do a professional job, and I want to thank you for what you do.
Well, I appreciate that. And, I'd like to say that you're an enjoyable addition to the team.
Well,
I really enjoy working with you. And, of course, our buddy there, Mike Goforth, that does such a fine job, too.
you get a couple of sports guys together, and we all start yakking here and trying to project that to the people watching this. And I suppose when they watch this, they'll be eating supper right here, and they'll be enjoying that. And I hope we can make it a little more enjoyable. Their supper here.
I hope we're entertaining, and I hope that we don't make them mad.
I'd like to say I want to just help a little more, about maybe 5% of it. 95% of it is these young men, these young gentlemen out here playing this game.
It is. It's all about them. So the horn sounds. Redhounds win 38-8 the final score. Corbin over Bethlehem. Redhounds, our 6th-ranked Redhounds, moved to 2-1 on the season. And looking forward now to a meeting with South Law up at London next week. And we'll be right there doing the replay. And to wrap it up, I'll say that I think it's a great performance by the Redhounds. The intensity in the second half, you could just tell that it got turned up. I'd like to know what the coaching staff said in the locker room, because that was a different team that took the field in the first half. And I thought we looked good in the first half, Steve.
I agree with you. And from both standpoints, Corbin, they wanted to get ready for this game, start off right away, right out of the blocks hard, which they did, and the coaches wanted to do that. They've done that now. They've done that the past 2 games. So that's getting them prepared further on in the season. Now, Bethlehem, on the other hand, what they wanted to do is not quit. And I told you that before, that coaches got to keep their morale up. They did that.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of things for this Bethlehem team to build on.
Yeah, the Bethlehem team, they've got a lot of athleticism. There's some talent there, and I think they're going to win some ball games. And they definitely showed heart. There was no quit in that team. Like you said, the coaching staff, I think, did a great job of keeping their kids in the game.
Yes, and I think they showed a lot of class on the field. But now, getting back to Corbin, we talked about the big game next week, and what you don't want to have teams do is have a letdown right here, and you want to somewhat get your team prepared and thinking mentally to next week's game, because it's going to be a big game. And I think Corbin accomplished that task right now. There was no letdown, and as you're going over in the weekend, the coaches, they're saying, we are just about probably maybe 40-50% prepared, and we will be 100% come Friday night.
Right. Well, I'm thinking, I don't think that the game will be over in the fourth quarter as we start the fourth quarter next week. However, I hope it is. But, I expect a tougher game out of South Law.
Randy, that is an excellent point. And Corbin, they played with intensity all through this game, and that's a real good point, because they're going to be needing to play all 4 quarters next week.
Absolutely. All right. Well, for Mike Goforth and Steve Olson, I'm Randy McCart, and this is RBS Channel 18, and this has been Corbin Redhound Football. We'll see you next time.